Good evening to all of you watching live right now on Facebook and Twitch. I am Elias Elliott, and next to me is the Ellie to my Joel, the Cain to my Lynch, the Tiny to my Tomb, the Felix to my Reaper, the What to my Golf.
I'll take it from here.
Rail.
What Elias is trying to say is that we are the podcast Han Duo, and of all the things we've done in our 6 years of existence, hosting this event is really among the greatest honors and pleasures.
Yeah, definitely. Originally, this show was to take place at Bremen Theatre with all of you from the Danish games industry in attendance. But then someone decided that Plague Inc. should move from cell phones and PCs into real life.
And that means that tonight's show is streamed live from Producentforeningen. Elias and I have quarantined ourselves for a month. We haven't showered or shaved up until this morning. I still haven't showered. The cameras are remotely operated and we are physically by ourselves in this room.
But you, all the Danish games developers, are still with us. Over 100 of you are attending right now live via Zoom feed with a dedicated green room to each of your companies. Which also means that tonight is in the mercy of the technical gods. So if we experience some connection dropouts, some sound issues or the like, just bear with us, it'll work. But now, let's keep our fingers crossed when we check in on one of you. Flashbulb Games. Are you with us? Hi, Flashbulb Games. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello. Your game
Very good.
Trailmakers is nominated in 3 categories tonight, fellas. Best Audio, Best Game Design, and Best Live Game. Trailmakers is an open world racing vehicle building exploration game, and you're constantly evolving the game. So how has the corona quarantine affected this process?
What Ole is trying to say while his microphone is muted is that we are coping with it. Some of us are in the office, but the rest are working from home. But luckily, game development is still possible while working remote.
So it hasn't given you any big delays or anything?
No, I mean, of course, some of us will have to take care of our kids from time to time, but generally, I think we've been able to move forward pretty swiftly during this crisis.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, tonight you can sit back and pause everything for a moment with your colleagues. We hope you will enjoy the evening. And with us tonight are the creators of Felix the Reaper, a dancing death puzzle game about bringing humans into deadly situations. You know, just like when Gorms is offering free cheese or when you go to the supermarket these days. Yeah. Felix the Reaper is nominated in 4 categories: Best Audio, Best Game Design, Best Narrative and Visuals. And we had the pleasure of being present at the launch of this game. And unfortunately, nobody told us that it was a family experience arrangement, this show. So we brought our top 5 list of best on-screen death in video games, and it was awkward.
If you played Outlast, you know there's a beautiful love scene, which is kind of a necrophiliac scene. And when we played that scene, there was a nice 10-year-old kid standing and looking at us with kind of horror in his eyes. So
he was scarred for life.
He was. Are you with us, Kong Orange?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You're here. Yep. Good to hear. Kong Orange, a game about killing people isn't new, but combined with dancing and puzzle solving, it gives it an entirely new spin. How did you come up with this idea?
Jakob has his hands up.
Yeah, Jakob, you can answer.
No, it was just because I needed to mute my other computer. Sorry.
That was a great answer. Now, how did you come up with the idea for Felix the Reaper?
We went over a lot of things. We were looking at the dancing death initially. So that kind of was the thing, and then we went through a lot of things and discovered that skinny skeletons are boring. Mm-hmm. So Mikkel, you see here with the nice tie, red tie, decided to make him fat. And then we looked a little bit at Hitman for inspiration, and he got a makeover from there, and Office Clerks and Miyazaki, and it's basically it wasn't that planned. It just came about loosely.
Yeah.
But the thing about making Chubby was more fun than having him skinny and dancing, I guess.
Definitely. How are you guys coping with the Corona quarantine?
I guess it depends. I'm okay actually. I didn't notice because I have so many children, so it's the same every day anyway.
Yeah.
And so much so that I didn't realize my Netflix was broken until a couple of days ago.
Oh, horror! Okay. Kong Orange, thank you so much for letting us check in on you, and we'll hope you'll enjoy the show.
We will check in on more of you during the evening, and to all of you in your green rooms, please feel free to create your own parties.
Yes, because even though the setting is different, tonight is still about celebrating the best of the Danish games industry, from the tiniest dungeon crawler to apocalyptic mutations and harmony.
From a dancing reaper to surreal golfing, all the way over to a meditative Lego building puzzle, and much, much more.
Indeed, this year's nominated games are truly the examples of your creative and, for some of you, kind of screwed up minds. The diversity in the ideas, the storytelling, the design and gameplay, as well as the ambition, is truly remarkable.
Tonight's focus is on the awards, but this year we have two new categories, Best Emergent Experience and Best Narrative, and we will also celebrate the upcoming talents among you.
So it's a great pleasure to welcome all of you to Spilprisen 2020 Special Corona Edition!
We begin the evening with beginnings. There are more games around us than ever before on several platforms, and getting a foothold in the industry is no easy task. But looking at the nominees for Best Debut, it's obvious that we have 5 developers who are here to stay. Their ambitions and talents are indisputable, and they deliver a wide range of experiences. From a dystopian search to your origins, to a worldwide trivia trip, or an engaging game of football with pandas, or a co-op puzzle mystery, or a miniature dungeon explorer.
With us to present the award for Best Debut is, from the jury, Thomas Ryder from Italic. Let's see the nominees and who will win.
Releasing your first game is a lot like learning how to swim. You can practice all you want, but at some point you just gotta jump into the deep end of the pool and see if you float or not. The award for Best Debut goes to a game that shouldn't float. I mean, it's a multiplayer game that can only be played offline and only has room for 2 players. It's a game that you have to buy twice to play. The award for Best Debut goes to TikTok, A Tale for Two.
Other Tales Interactive, congratulations on your win for Best Debut for TikTok, A Game for Two. This is the award presented to you, but let's hear why you won this award.
TikTok, A Tale for Two boldly demands that we give up our conventional ideas on how to play a game, in return for a game experience that has to be tried to be truly understood. The story, the well-polished graphics, and the sound all effortlessly support the core concept. It's one of those games that makes you go, why didn't I think of that? So, congratulations, Other Tales Interactive, for winning the debut prize for TikTok Tale for Two.
Congratulations once again, Other Tales Interactive. Now is your time. Who would you like to thank?
think we would like to thank. Yeah, I'm here. I don't know if people can see you. We'd like, if people can hear me, we'd just love to thank Spilprisen for this super cool award. We're so happy to be nominated with all these other amazing games. So thank you so much. And Tanya has some more people we want to thank too.
Yeah, thank you so much. And thank you to the rest of the team and everybody who's been working on the game. And special thanks to Andy and Trolls, who's been with us from the very beginning, making TikTok. Thank you.
It is a very well-deserved prize. How long has TikTok, A Tale for Two, been in development?
I think we worked on it for 3 years and then spent another year just porting it also to Switch. But it's been really cool because we started the game as a master thesis. So we've been taking it from a student's game to a real thing that won awards.
Yeah, Elias and I love a good co-op game where the goal is working together instead of killing each other, which can also be a lot of fun, don't get us wrong. But I'm curious, what came first, the idea for making a co-op game or the story?
I think we wanted to make a story game for 2 people. So it all kind of happened simultaneously. I cannot even remember if it was the gameplay or the narrative that came at first. It was maybe we started with a clockmaker and then, yeah, it kind of happened from there. Can you remember from the beginning, Vera?
No, I think the narrative was actually first, and then we wanted to make something that 2 people could experience at the same time. So it was kind of like we wouldn't have done it if we hadn't thought of that gameplay at the same, just after.
Yes.
Well, congratulations once again to Other Tales Interactive. You're also nominated in the categories Best Emergent Experience, Game Design, Narrative, and Game of the Year. The first winner of the evening, which brings us to the next category tonight. Unless it's an active part of a game, playing a game with no audio at all is missing half of the experience at least. An effective and thorough soundscape is a crucial part to transporting you into the story and atmosphere in exactly the way that you developers intended. From an apocalyptic future or dystopian future to an action-packed open world or surreal golfing experience, the soundscape is crucial and original in all the games nominated here.
With us to present the award for Best Audio is, from the jury, Kieran Devlin Rush from IO Interactive. Let's see the nominees and the winner.
Great audio design is not just an amazing score, or explosive sound design, or heart-wrenching dialogue. It is the ability to balance all aspects of the soundscape, adding weight and depth to a non-physical world and tying the player's emotions to those of the characters and narratives being presented. It is the ability to recognize and utilize great game design, visual design, and writing to orientate the player, inform them, and leave them feeling like there is always something beyond what's visible. It is the ability to stitch together the seams of the player's experience, and this year's winner did a beautiful job of just that. The award for Best Audio Design goes to LEGO Builder's Journey.
Nightbreak Studios, congratulations on the award for Best Audio. Here it is, this beauty is going to be yours. Actually, it is yours now, and you're going to receive it soon. But first, let's hear why you won this award.
Builder's Journey offers a wonderfully nuanced and refined sound palette. one that melds effortlessly with all aesthetics of the game. The audio paints an alluring backdrop of a world beyond what we can reach as a player. It connects us deeply to the stories of otherwise faceless characters and adds an elegant and delicate tactility to all pieces of gameplay that connect this game. Congratulations to LEGO Builder's Journey for this year's Best Audio Design.
Congratulations once again, Light Brick Studios. Now is your chance. Who would you like to thank?
Wow, this is awesome. Thanks. I mean, first of all, I would like to thank all of you guys for setting up this this show during this crazy time. Really, really cool stuff.
Thank you.
Obviously, I mean, Henrik Lindstrand and Jens Peter, who's not in these images, would definitely like to thank those. We spent so much time trying to make this into a wholesome audio universe, and it really pays off. So thanks a lot.
You created a really different and unique LEGO game, which is closer to Journey or Flower in atmosphere than your typical LEGO adventure game. And this is really reflected in the sound design of the game. Did you set out from the beginning to create a more meditative experience?
I think we did. I think, you know, I guess when we started out, we had an idea of making it a little bit more of a challenge that it actually ended up becoming. But I think after sort of testing and understanding what kind of experience we had on our hands, it just slowly mellowed out and turned into this thing that you just want to sit and take in somehow. So I definitely think it became more zen during the development of the game.
So it kind of
and the music
itself
really
almost
supports that feeling.
Well, congratulations once again to Light Brick Studios, who are also nominated for Best Visuals later tonight.
Now we will take a short break from the awards to celebrate the new and upcoming talents among you. Those who bring great ideas, creativity and energy to the different projects. Last week, 8 of you working in the Danish games industry was invited to a Zoom meeting, not knowing why. And then you, Elias, dropped in to surprise them. Let's see what happened.
Hi everyone, I am Elias Elliott and I am one of the hosts at Spilprisen this year, and I've been invited to crash your meeting here because I have something really important to tell you. As you know, the corona crisis is raging all over and it has a huge major impact on all our companies and all employees and all jobs basically. So I'm here to tell you that it doesn't affect you at all. Quite the opposite, because I'm here today to tell you that you've all been nominated and chosen as upcoming talents of the year. So congratulations to all of you. I'm going to read out a few motivations from your CEOs to celebrate all of you, and the rest of the motivations can be found in full length at Spilprisen's webpage. Andreas Lindgren Bæk, where are you?
I am.
There you are. Andreas, you have been submitted by your CEO Nils Wetterberg from Invisible Walls for your work on the game First Class Trouble. And Nils writes, among other compliments, he is a true octopus who shines in every situation he's put in. We hope that someday he will ask the 3 CEOs to shut up, for Andreas is indispensable, has taste, and is a talent of dimensions. Andreas, congratulations.
Thanks.
Next up is Axel Emanuelsen. Where are you? Axel, you've been submitted by your CEO Søren Lundgaard from Ghost Ship for your work on Deep Rock Galactic. And Søren writes this: throughout my 20 years in the business, I have never experienced such a fearless programmer as Axel. Axel eats problems for breakfast. Congratulations, Axel.
Thank you.
Next up is Frederik Overgaard Jeppesen. Where are you, Frederik?
Hello.
There you are. Frederik, you have been submitted by 2 people. By Søren Lundgaard, CEO at Ghost Ship, and Hannibal Glaser, project leader at the Animation Workshop.
Okay.
For your work on the 2 games Deep Rock Galactic and Burning Daylight. First is Hannibal's words. Frederik directed the production Burning Daylight as his final project at the Animation Workshop in Viborg, with a production and entertainment quality that surpasses many professionally produced releases on Steam. And Søren writes, a very strong sense of design, an excellent talent for modeling, and an in-depth knowledge on graphics, pop culture, and relevant references which were just what we were looking for. Frederik, congratulations to you as well.
Thank you.
Next up is Maja from Andersen. Where are you, Maja?
Yeah.
There you are. Maja, you have been submitted by Nina Kjeldstrup, Head of People and Culture at Funday Factory, for your work on the game Bullet League. And Nina writes, Maja's organized approach to analytics and tasks, coupled with her deep understanding of SQL, and affinity for picking up new analytics tools, have been instrumental in elevating how we approach data and analytics. Congratulations to you as well, Maja.
Thank you.
Next up is Christian Biskop Tø Thomsen. Christian, where are you? There you are. Christian, you have also been submitted by Nina Kjeldstrup, Head of People and Culture at Funday Factory, for your work on the game Bullet League. And Nina writes, no matter what tasks or challenges we throw at him, Christian dives into his work with ambition, passion, and an unmistakable drive. Congratulations to you as well, Christian.
Thank you very much.
And next up is Erik Arvid Manne Vestermark, or just called Manne. Where are you, Manne? Yeah. There you are. Okay, Manne, you've been submitted by Hakan Abrak, CEO at IO Interactive, for your work on Hitman 2 and the next Hitman game. And Hakan writes this. We give a chance to a lot of young talents, but sometimes a character comes along who unleashes such a hidden potential that makes us stand in awe. Manne, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Next up is Christopher Beck. Where are you? There you are. Christopher, you have been submitted by Brian Lund Lauritsen, Chief Creative Officer at Set Snail, for your work on the game Oddman. And Brian writes, for as small a team as us here on Set Snail, a Swiss Army knife like Christopher is absolutely indispensable, especially when he solves all tasks with the perseverance and joy that he does. Christopher, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Then we have Praveen Namasivayam. There you are. You have been submitted by Hans von Knut Skovfod, Creative Director at Portaplay, for your game Broken Lines. And he writes, to have artistic skills, tackle tricky challenges, be able to set one's own ego aside for the good of the project, and to excel in teamwork at this early stage in his professional life really show a great promise for his future. Praveen, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And congratulations to all of you. You can read the entire transcripts of the motivations right now on Spilprisen's webpage. And you know, I really wish that you could all be here on stage when Spilprisen is being broadcast live, because you deserve the biggest applause that you could get. So I hope that you will still get the big applause in your own green rooms right now as Spilprisen is being broadcast live. And you're also going to get a big virtual and very safe hug and high five from me. And I'm sure that we're going to see a lot more of you in the Danish game industry for years to come. Congratulations to all of you, and have a good day.
Yes, congratulations once again to all the 8 upcoming talents, although just one woman. I can't wait for next year, where we will see all the CEOs submitting their female talents.
Definitely, because we know that you're out there, and all your CEOs, you know it too.
Yes, but nonetheless, it must have been nice to bring in some positivity into people's lives these days.
Yeah, it definitely was. It was great. It really was.
Yeah. And you joined from home?
Yeah.
You didn't wear pants, did you?
No. No, I didn't. It was warm.
Games as a medium can embrace and carry you away like no other. But it's also a medium that constantly pushes the boundaries and forms of expression in the interactive experience in surprising ways. If it's a VR, non-linear platformer, a match shooter, an original co-op, or a way to teach about the conflict in the Balkans, all these games try something different.
With us to present the award for Best Emergent Experience is, from the jury, Astrid Revstrup from Triple Topping. Let's see the nominees and the winner.
or changing its people.
Who asked you to come? Why?
Yes, it's been stolen.
Hi. Best emergent experience. Releasing a game is always a challenging and exciting task that takes a lot of work and willpower. To succeed, you both have to release an outstanding game, but also carefully plan the release itself. Doing all this for the first time is an even bigger challenge, especially when a game has such a unique and new design that the release will have to be carefully designed to fit even the mechanics of the game. This year, the prize to Best Emergent Experience goes to TikTok, A Tale for Two.
Other Tales Interactive, congratulations with the second win this evening. You're going to have 2 of these beauties soon at your office or at your home. You can share it if you want. But first, before we get to that, let's hear why you won this prize.
TikTok, A Tale for Two lets 2 players work together on solving challenging puzzles while experiencing a good story. One jury member even got a new friend playing this game. The game keeps you and a friend engaged and entertained for hours. You might think smart technology and good internet connection would be needed to do this, but TikTok is so cleverly designed that 2 people can enjoy the game on any platform without searching for Wi-Fi. You dare to design something new and challenging, to release it and to succeed with it. Congratulations, Tanya and Mia, Other Tales.
Congratulations once again, Other Tales. Are there anybody else you want to thank? Somebody you perhaps forgot to mention? Someone you want to give a special mention?
Yeah, we just really want to thank all our parents, our friends, everyone who was there when we were making this game. Also,
I'm sorry, I lost internet.
Hey, you won a prize. You won one more.
Yay!
Yeah, and the TikTok A Tale for Two.
Just froze.
Yeah, it can't happen in that game because it doesn't need the internet. But it's so cool to get 2 awards now. We can have one each in these times and hug it.
Exactly.
When you won for Best Debut,
Thank you so much. I'm completely.
You're welcome. When you won for Best Debut, we talked a bit about creating a co-op experience. But looking back, what were some of the biggest challenges in making the game? Anything that didn't make the cut?
Yeah, I think like at the very beginning, we wanted to make the game networked. And we tried some things, but we were actually on a boat on a game jam somewhere in Norway, and we didn't have internet there, so we very quickly decided not to do it. And that's become really a big strength in this development too.
Well, congratulations once again to Other Tales Interactive, which brings us to the next category this evening.
If there is something that is instantly recognizable about a game, it's the way it looks, the style, the art, the visual design. A game doesn't have to have a AAA budget to get great reviews. It can also be about style. Now, graphics aren't everything, but the style and art can be everything about a game.
With us to present the award for Best Visual Design is from the jury, Jonas Kærlev from Gears for Breakfast. Let's see the nominees and the winner.
What the heck is a shader? And what's a texture atlas? What in the world is a sculpt? Graphics have come an exceedingly long way since the 90s of simple 8-bit sprites. The sky and your hardware is the limit, and everything seems possible. Visual design has become an entire science of utilizing technology to visualize breathtaking landscapes, either realistically or stylistically. One game tonight has managed to create a visual representation that fits with the whole experience. Visuals that fit with solid sound design, game design, and structure right into very minimalistic worlds. This year, the prize for best visuals goes to LEGO Builder's Journey.
Lightbrick Studios! Your second win tonight. Your second win. So you'll also get this award home to share between all of you. Let's hear what made you run away with the award for best visuals.
LEGO Builder's Journey is all about tactility. You feel every brick click in place. The ocean is made of bricks too. Everything is just bricks. It's an extremely polished visual world where everything is made of Legos, yet feels completely natural. So congratulations to Lightbrick Studios for best visuals.
Lightbrick Studios, congratulations. Who would you like to thank this time?
We're completely overwhelmed by this. I mean, the two guys in the bottom of the screen, Jonas and Mikkel, definitely sort of the magicians behind the visuals in this game. I just would like to thank everybody who, believed in us and gave us the chance to actually try something new and something fresh with this, and really sort of see if we could show Lego in this more sort of artistic and poetic way.
Yeah, because earlier we talked a bit about creating a more meditative game, but it also seems like you set out to create a very intuitive game and really finding the basics of Lego building. Is this correct?
Yes, definitely. That was part of the design thinking from the very beginning. That we sort of wanted to make it feel as closely to building with bricks as possible. Everybody knows the bricks, everybody knows where they go and where they sit. And maybe, Jonas, you have something to say?
I'd just like to tell everyone that the game has 3D touch, so you can actually place the bricks with force. No one knows.
Shut up. For enhanced experience. Yes, so that's definitely been in the design philosophy from the beginning.
Well, congratulations once again to Lightbrick Studios and their second win tonight. They are nominated in 3 more categories, so we'll see if their streak continues. Did you play with Lego when you were a kid?
Oh, did I play with Lego? Get the F out of here. Of course I play. I don't know why I'm getting mad. It makes no sense. I need to be polite. But of course, I played with Lego. Do you?
Oh, yeah.
You're a little bit older than me, but Lego was invented in like the 40s.
In the 30s, way back. Yeah. I played back when when there weren't really any
colors on the Lego.
they were just
black and white
and gray. But I created something beautiful anyway. No, that's what I also love about this game, is that it really feels intuitive, as we talked about, and really feel the way that I enjoy playing with Lego now as a kid. Like just building something, not really knowing what you're going to build, just letting your imagination and everything run free. So that's really something they hit right in the bullseye with this game. So wonderful.
Before we continue with the evening, let's check in on some of our developers. Tiny Corp, how are you doing?
Hello. You're on.
Hello.
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Tiny Corp, you have created Tiny Tomb, a dungeon explorer, which was nominated for Best Debut. And I have to tell you, it's a game that I've played quite a lot while cradling my newborn baby in one hand and then doing something with my phone in the other hand. So thank you for this experience. It was great. How did the idea for this game arise?
So actually, Jan was not here. It was me and Jan who started working on it, just as a side project. We had some client stuff, whatever going on. And we had this idea for like a roguelike game. And Jan was really into voxel graphics at the time. So we were like thinking, how could we sort of connect those two things together? And I was playing a lot of Zelda, the first one, which I really love. So I was like, okay, there's something here. Could we take this and put it on phones, basically? Yeah. That was what we tried to do.
There are quite a lot of dungeon crawlers out there, but yours is a pocket-sized dungeon crawler, as you yourself describe it. What were some of the challenges in squeezing in such an ambitious setting into this size?
Well, we wanted to do a lot in terms of scope, of course, but we were a new studio, so it's like finding out what can we actually achieve within the budget we had. So in a way, I would say we took the best parts from roguelikes and tried to just put that into a mobile device. And also with that in mind, that a lot of these players on phones maybe don't know what a roguelike is. So it's like, how can we show this to a new audience without being too tough or, Yeah.
Yeah, and you kind of mentioned it right before, but was there anything that you had to leave out that you wish you could have brought to the game?
well, there was a lot of things. We had like boss battles, a lot of different, whole story thing. There was a lot more dungeons and stuff. There was just a lot. But yeah, actually it was about, we learned a lot of like scoping. So like, okay, let's cut down to the essential and just try to finish a game, which was a really cool experience for all of us.
Thank you for letting us check in on you, and we hope you'll enjoy the rest of the evening. If there's a thing that really gets our juices going, it's a good story. A story isn't necessary for a game to be fantastic, but if there is a story and that story is great, it can move you more than any other media. That's the magic of games, because they are so immersive. And this goes for all the titles in our next category.
With us to present the award for Best Narrative is, from the jury, Morten Brunbjerg. But first, let's see the nominees and the winner.
Sundial, of course. Just a moment.
Good evening. If writing a great story is like fixing the engine of your car, then writing a great game story is like fixing the engine of your car while you're driving it. Spilprisen's new award for Best Narrative celebrates a team that has crafted not just a great game, but a story out of the ordinary. A story that wouldn't, shouldn't, and couldn't be contained. We're very proud to give the first ever Spilprisen Narrative Award to Mutazione.
Die Gute Fabrik, congratulations! First ever to win the award for Best Narrative that you can see right here. Let's hear why you were the first to win this award.
You deserve this award for creating a game about growing gardens and a story about growing people. You deserve this award for taking the time to tell what's needed and for the well-written and polished dialogue. But first and foremost, you deserve this award for your delicate handling of a strong theme relevant to the many issues we all face every day. So, congratulations to Die Gute Fabrik for Mutazione.
Congratulations indeed to Die Gute Fabrik. Who would you like to thank Die Gute Fabrik?
Hi, yeah, it's such an honor to be awarded the first ever Spilprisen Story Award. There's so many people who need to be thanked. You should go to the credits and look at everyone who worked on the game, including the people here, but many more besides. And particularly for the Story Award, I want to shout out all of our translators, LQA people, character localization, and Morten McGind, who led the localization on the tech side, because the game is in 15 languages and it's about 80,000 words. So there was an incredible job that went there in particular.
Definitely. Yeah, huge congratulations on the award. Was there a specific idea or subject that kickstarted this project?
So I was the writer and narrative designer. Every word that you see there is mine, but I was gifted a very full, rich world full of incredible characters by Nils Denneken. Nils, we were dealing with some technical issues earlier, so I just want to check, Nils, that you can...
Can you hear me again?
Yeah, you're there. Great.
Yeah.
A little bit about where it came from.
Thank you for
Hi,
this
Nils.
beautiful award. It's amazing. The story started actually more with concept sketches of like this ensemble cast. You know, it started out with a really cool like group photo of the characters and the world, and then from there it kind of the story kind of evolved, and you know the characters began speaking and like one decision led to the other. Some gameplay decisions played into the story, and was a very organic and long process. Yeah,
very long.
Yeah.
Was there anything you had to leave out of the game that you wish could have stayed?
So a lot of the craft of writing is cutting. Kill Your Darlings is attributed to Oscar Wilde. I don't know if he actually said it. It's one of those things that's often attributed to him anyway. So when Nils brought me the story world with all of the wonderful characters and like a whole host of backplots and like history to the world, my job was making sure that whole world still felt real and whole. But that the pacing and the streamlining of it meant that some sort of big kind of dramatic, juicy plot lines had to sort of fall by the wayside a little bit. So we could really delicately pull out those themes, which Morten introduced so beautifully.
Yeah,
I think most of the stuff that I really wanted in there also stayed in there, and some of the stuff that wasn't that important, I'm totally happy to cut stuff. Yeah, but I pushed some things through, and yeah, that didn't always make everyone happy.
That's the collaborative experience. Once again, huge congratulations to you, Die Gute Fabrik. All parts of the production of a game are important. But if the game design and flow of the game doesn't work, it can quickly overshadow everything else. And sometimes a great game design can actually help making a mediocre story feel better than it is. Not that it applies to any of the 6 games we're going to talk about now, because they are all a joy to play.
With us to present the award for Best Game Design is, from the jury, Mikael Flarup from Northplay. Let's see the nominees and the winner.
About the sundial, of course.
Good evening, everyone. Good game design is the art of taking an idea and turning it playable. The best game design feels effortless, like it could never have been any other way. It's appreciating a painting without noticing the strokes. It's enjoying a dish without tasting the ingredients. It's being immersed in the music without hearing the instruments. Great game design makes you forget about the mechanics and lets you play an idea. It often feels like us game designers, our job is to say no to 1,000 things and yes to that single thing. Well, tonight we celebrate a game that feels like it said yes to 1,000 things and no to a single thing. This year, the prize for the best game design goes to What the Golf.
Let's run it! Congratulations on the award. And let me just say, we love looking at you. It's like a bubblegum Max Headroom on acid to look at all you guys. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Congratulations on this beautiful award. And let's hear why you ran away with it.
Game design and comedy have a lot in common. They both require heaps of creativity and a dash of improvisation. And if you have to explain either of them, they're just not very good. What the Golf is a tour de force in game design. It's getting drunk on an idea and finding every single way to make you play that idea. It's a never-ending inside joke with the player. And it's not only surprising and clever, but genuinely fun to play. So congratulations to What the Golf on scoring a hole-in-one and winning Best Game Design. Have a good evening, everyone.
Congratulations.
Woohoo.
So now is your time to shine. Who would you like to thank?
So we obviously have to thank the whole golf community. Without the golf community, we wouldn't have, any rules, or we wouldn't have known how to make a golf game. So a big thanks to them. And also a big thanks to all the golfers that we know, Tiger Woods. That's about it.
Yeah, congratulations. You created this surreal, crazy, and very, very entertaining golf game. And it seems like you had a lot of fun making it. Would that be correct?
No.
No.
It was boring.
It was pretty boring.
Worst experience of your life.
Tough work.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's golf. It's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to
The
be
game
fun.
tells. It seems like a real depressing experience.
Yeah, you know. So, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, definitely. You know, we've asked some of the other developers kind of the same question, but looking at and playing What the Golf, it seems like an overload of ideas and themes and everything. Was it difficult for you to cut things out, or did you just let most of your ideas be part of the game?
We cut a lot of stuff out. I think there's like several hundred levels in the game, and there's at least twice that amount that we had to cut. But it was fairly easy. It was, I think, once we sort of found the recipe for what made it fun, it was easy to see what wouldn't be fun.
What were some of the big things you had to cut?
I think we had a Brexit level at some point.
Okay, a Brexit level. Interesting.
Where you golfed the UK away from Europe.
It was good. It
was good. But yeah, that's just a lot of stuff.
What about a Donald Trump level?
Oh yeah, we talked about like
we had that.
You did.
Yeah,
we have several.
Golf his wig away,
something
like that.
Yeah, of course.
Great idea.
Yeah,
but it's, you know, getting political is.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Okay, but congratulations once again to Triband. Oh, and just have to ask you. You asked me before. Did I play with Legos? Are you big into golf?
Am I big with golfing?
Yes.
How dare you ask me?
Are you big with golf?
I am the biggest golfer in the world. My big idol is Lion Woods.
Lion Woods, who we all love and worship at the altar of the great Lion Wolf.
Definitely. Actually, I've been golfing once, and it was fun, and I can really see why it's a great experience for people. But yeah, I enjoy playing it here on the computer instead.
Before we move on to the two final categories, let's check in on one of the developer teams tonight, Burning Daylight team. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Burning Daylight. Now,
Hello.
You created Burning Daylight as a student project while attending the animation workshop. You've never made a game before at this point, and you made this in a year, which is really impressive. Everything seems to have been a huge challenge for you, but was there anything that was especially difficult for you?
I don't know, man. Teamwork. I don't know. Anything that was Ole, what do you think?
Definitely the technical aspect of the whole production and just getting into game production when you've never done it before. And our whole school was based on animation and film. So trying to go through the whole game production by itself was pretty challenging, but really fun.
Yeah.
But that's the question. With only 1 year to complete the game, did you have time to change elements of the game or story, or did you just have to go with your first ideas all the time?
We kind of just went for it. Once we had like the story down, we just went for it. Yeah, of course we had to cut some stuff, but it was pretty much learning as we went along. And I mean, you're kind of like building a card house as you go along. For example, like the voice of the VR headgear was something that we put on in the final month while we did sound with Tobias. So it was kind of just like knitting it all together as we went along.
Mm-hmm. Did it feel the 1 year development as enough to create this final game, or what if you've had like 2 years of development? How would it have been different, or would it have been different?
I don't know. What do you think, guys? I think after a year, you are kind of like you're kind of done with it a little bit. At least for our first game. I mean, I only see the mistakes when I play it, right? But it could have been nice to have more time.
It was really cool to just make a game in a year as our time frame and see how much we could do in that time.
Yeah.
So.
But you have to save some ideas for the next project, and we personally can't wait to see what you do next. Thank you, Burning Daylight team. Thank you for letting us check in on you.
We are nearing the end of the evening with only 2 categories left. When most games are released, except for a few updates and patches, it's usually done. But that's not the case for the games in the next category. They excel in constantly delivering new and exciting content to keep the players coming back for more.
With us to present the award for Best Live Game is, from the jury, Diana Dimoshka from Napnook Games. Let's see the nominees and the winner.
They say that games are never really finished. They just launch. All of the games in this category live up to that. With the award for Best Live Game, we celebrate a game that has seen continuous development through a deep connection with the player base. A game that has displayed a remarkable growth, despite most players being so short. Alright, so this year, the prize for Best Live Game goes to Deep Rock Galactic.
Congratulations, Ghost Ship Games, for the award for Best Live Game, Spilprisen Award.
Very cool.
Let's hear why you ran away with this award tonight.
With more than 25,000 overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, and an update cadence that will take the breath away from the most seasoned community managers, Deep Rock Galactic succeeds where few have done, to grow an early access game into pretty much a Danish powerhouse. You deserve this award not just for your excellent voiced updated videos, but for your relentless pursuit in mining deeper and continuously adding new layers of rock-solid gameplay to your game. Congratulations, Ghost Ship.
Congratulations once more, Ghost Ship Games. Now is your time. Who would you like to thank?
So first of all, we're really honored with the award, and we want to thank our entire team here at Ghost Ship Games for making this happen and building Ghost Ship Games as it is today. We also thank the family and friends that we have for enduring us during this time, and a few others.
Yeah, so I would like to send a special thanks to Allan Rasmussen, who was the first one with money, with real money, to believe in us, and he's a big part of making this real. And then, of course, this is a live award, so obviously we want to send out a big shout out to our fans in our community.
That's you out there.
That's you, yeah, who have made working on Deep Rock Galactic a fantastic experience. If we have a rainy day, just have to go and read some of the reviews or see some of the posts that the people in our community are posting, and it just feels so good.
Yeah, we have to talk about that.
So big thank you from our hearts.
Yeah,
we love you guys.
Exactly. You sold over 500,000 copies of Deep Rock Galactic, and you began working on it in 2018. How have you managed to build up such a loyal following?
It just takes a long time, step by step. When we started out, we knew the community would be key to this. So we simply just started one step at a time, starting with a few friends, starting with some students, and then built on top of that, each day seeing numbers rise up, more people following the game. And then we've just been very committed to supporting the community whenever they wanted to do something for us, and we have integrated their efforts into the game. They have translated the game into 20 languages. Right now, they have just been contributing to us soon launching and creating more than 200 fan trailers in 14 days that we're going to expose very soon.
Moly.
So it's just this collaboration with the community and building it up has been amazing.
I've been the last 2 days. I have been doing nothing else but sitting and watching fan-made trailers of Deep Rock Galactic, and it's just been a blast.
That must be a really, really amazing experience. You've had this game as an open source from the very beginning. Is this also the way you work with developing new content and DLCs and everything, or is it also your own ideas coming into play here?
Obviously, it's a mix, right? Because obviously we have a lot of ideas for the game, but the fact that we get so much feedback from our community also makes us decide where to focus, which features we want to implement, and so on.
Yeah, but we did take a decision initially that it shouldn't be like a popularity contest, or we wouldn't want the fans to vote for anything in the game. But we read everything they write, and often they take the credit, of course, because the ideas they have are similar to ours, and then they just, hey, they implemented my thing, and then everybody's happy.
That's great.
That sounds amazing. Congratulations once again to Ghost Ship Games.
So, this is it. The time has come. The big finale, the end game, the big boss, the end of the journey, the culmination of the evening. This is where it's our biggest task as hosts to really draw out the excitement. But our budget and the corona quarantine forced us to cancel the 500 dancers, 200 acrobats, 30 tigers and 3 elephants, which was to have been our big finale act before the Game of the Year award. So let's just jump right into it instead.
Yeah, it's such a shame. We had Sir Patrick Stewart coming in to do a Sir Patrick Stewart impression. It made no sense, but it cost a lot of money.
And it was worth every penny.
Yeah, no, actually, it's quite a good thing we couldn't pull it off. Well, for the last year, we've seen some great games, and these are some of the best. Here to present the award for Game of the Year is from the jury, and last year's Game of the Year winner, Alfred Nguyen from Throughline Games. Let's take a look at the nominees and the winner.
Game of the Year award celebrates great craftsmanship in many aspects of a game experience, demonstrations of creativity on a consistently high level. And more than any other category tonight, the award celebrates the intangible qualities that arise from the sum of a game's parts, the synergetic effects that make up the game's soul, its humanity. This year's game is pure happiness and joy, masterfully designed and directed. Deceptively simple on the surface, but pulsating with life. Its rhythm and beats timed to perfection. And though many other games tonight contain plenty of positive surprises, this game got you thinking, what the... And the winner is... What the Golf!
Congratulations on the big prize tonight, the Game of the Year award. So, is there anyone you would like to thank at this wonderful moment in your life?
Well, I guess we have to thank each other. You've done a great job, everyone.
Oh, thank you.
And I guess we also have to thank Tim, Peter, and Rune, wherever they are.
No, not them.
Nah.
Cryosleep.
So, well,
Cryosleep.
congratulations again, Triband. Where's the statue? Do you have the statue?
But we have to watch the motivation video for why they won.
Yeah. Sorry.
With only a few ingredients, you managed to create a dizzying array of delicious bite-sized dishes. The characteristics and timing of the music and sound effects to the visual simplicity, the well-balanced difficulty, and the deadpan comic writing all complement one another to help keep it fun and fresh to play throughout. Though each game level is short, this is a marathon display of creativity, expertly executed. So congratulations, Triband, for What the Golf!
So apparently you were supposed to bring the statue, the award.
But you didn't bring it?
No, you were supposed to bring the award for best.
No, we talked about that. It was you. It was your responsibility.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
You didn't bring the award.
No.
For Game of... You did.
No. Yes. I don't know why I'm saying yes, because no.
Triband, you won Game of the Year, it's great, and the award is beautiful, but it seems like we misplaced it somehow. We don't really know why.
Hey, is somebody knocking on the door? Morten? Morten? Is somebody knocking at your front door?
Morten, try to go out and open your door, Morten.
Morten, it's safe to go outside. Go out and open your door.
That's really weird.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
This is amazing. Let's go. Oh.
It'll be interesting to
Poor
see if
Morten.
he's wearing pants.
Yeah, is Morten wearing pants?
Oh no.
You have the wrong house.
Oh no.
Nobody is answering the door.
You're at the wrong house.
Morten?
Yes.
Morten, aren't you at home?
You're at the wrong house.
At the wrong house. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay, keep the live feed going. Keep the live feed going. Can you hear us? Just nod the camera if you can hear us with the live feed. Nod the camera up and down. Nod the camera up and down if the live feed can hear us. This is what you were going to experience when opening the door, Morten. Imagining you opening the door and meeting this beautiful, beautiful woman who's going to sing for you. Let's hear it.
Oh no. Are you sure, Morten? Have you been out there?
And the sound is off as well. Okay. Now imagine a beautiful opera singer standing with the award, giving you the experience of your life.
That would be awesome.
Singing
That
a
would be so
beautiful,
great.
beautiful song.
Morten, take a bow. You deserved it. You were there you weren't there. We are at a wrong house.
She is singing right now and just imagining the most beautiful opera
We
song.
need to get the opera singer out of there because we're gonna get a restraining order. People are gonna call the police.
She actually made a song especially for you to try, band, and it is beautiful.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. It was something like this. Try band. Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it. There's no sound.
No.
Unfortunately, we don't have the sound. Let's see if we can fix it.
Congratulations.
Oh, wait. I think we have it. Do we have the sound? Yes? Can we have it once more? Let's hear it. Let's hear the song once again.
Singing outside some random apartment.
Yeah,
That's
this is
perfect.
really...
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh my God.
You've been learning endlessly the past year. Hallelujah.
The police is gonna come any second now.
Oh my God. So congratulations, tribe, and you won. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
That was good. Now hurry on out because
That's
the police is
amazing.
going to pick you up.
She's gonna
Wow.
get arrested.
Yeah, this is like an episode of
It is
Curb
so
Your Enthusiasm. This is bound to go wrong. Get out of there, run, woman, run!
Tri-Band, congratulations on your awards tonight. And you know, when I said that we had budget restraints, that we couldn't make anything fancy glimmer, that wasn't entirely true because we have these wonderful cannons to really set the stage for the evening. So we're gonna do like this. And congratulations. That was it, ladies and gentlemen. We have 9 of these. I'm gonna go nuts.
Okay. Now that's how you make a proper finale. Thank you,
Definitely.
ladies and gentlemen. This is the problem with live streaming, but I think we kind of made live streaming history.
We did, and thank you. This brings us to the end of the evening. Thank you so much to our sponsors, Mood Visuals, Dansk Erhverv, Unity, Nordisk Film, Upright Music, Cybo Games, Fun Day Factory, and Playdead for sticking with us sticking through the show despite the changes from live to live streams.
Yes, and a big thank you to all the executive board and the members of the jury and all the winners and nominees this evening. You have all created really unique, engaging and amazing games.
I am Elias Elliott.
And I am Jacob E. Hinchley saying thank you for watching this year's edition of Spilprisen.
See you all next year. Good night.
Will there be a next year?
We don't know.
You know.
Maybe the police are going to come and bring us up. Thank you for watching.